Hey guys, what's up? Hope everybody's having a good day out there today, and welcome back here to today's episode of The Fishing Teacher. Really appreciate you guys coming by the channel to check it out. Guys, today we're going to be talking about when you want to fish a perch pattern lure, and it's not when you think it is. I'll tell you guys right off the bat, you don't want to fish a perch pattern lure just because you think the fish are biting on perch. That's not the deal with it. There's one element involved that's going to really dictate when a perch pattern lure works the best, and we're going to tell you guys what that is in today's video. Also, guys, just a quick reminder, you guys heard me talking about this, but we do have our Fish the Moment summer lake map breakdowns up on the website. If you guys are interested in getting one of these breakdowns that I build specifically for Fish the Moment, I'll put the link in the description. You can go in there and you can order you one. These are great resources to learn more about your favorite lake or get some good fishing spots on a lake that you've never been to before. Gives you GPS waypoints you can download straight to your electronic unit with all the instructions to do so. So again, I'll link all that in the description. Much appreciated. Okay guys, perch pattern lures, man. One of the things about bait technology like the Megabass stuff here, look how realistic those perch patterns are. This is the Megabass Vatalion right here, which is freaking awesome. It comes in different sizes. This is the Megabass S-Crank 1.5. And also guys, I'll link some of my favorite perch pattern lures in the description of this video through my Tackle Warehouse link if you guys want to pick some up after this video. But anyway guys, a perch pattern lure, one of the big myths in bass fishing, not just with perch pattern lures in general, but with any type of lures, is people think you have to match the hatch. In other words, if you think the fish are biting on a brown and orange crawdad, you need to use a brown and orange jig. If you think the fish are biting on a shad pattern crankbait, you got to use a shad pattern on shad, you got to use a shad pattern crankbait. That's not the case, especially with perch patterns. Fish are always going to feed on perch. It's like if they can get a perch, a lot of times they're going to go after it. They don't have times of the year that like, okay, I want a perch right now. This is June and I'm after perch, and I'm not going to go after perch the rest of the year. They're opportunistic feeders. But here is when you want to use a perch pattern like this Vatalion. Guys, by the way, this Vatalion looks freaking awesome in the water. It looks just like a real perch going through the water. This is the biggest size, but it comes in different sizes. I'll link it in the description again. Here is the key to when you want to use a perch pattern lure. It's all about water clarity. Water clarity is the number one factor when you determine if you want to use a perch pattern or not. And what that water clarity is, it's a window of clarity. And that window that a perch pattern crankbait works the best in is anywhere between, say, 15 inches to maybe 24 inches. In other words, about say 1.5 feet to maybe 2.5 feet of visibility. That's the number one thing, by far above anything else. The next factor with that, and I found out this by just experimentation and trial and error, is coupled with that 1.5 to 2 foot visibility, you need to have some type of a partly cloudy sky condition. If it's cloudy, sometimes a different lure will work a little bit better, maybe sometimes a little brighter. If it's sunny out, like real bright and sunny, sometimes a little bit more of a subtle lure, more of a translucent color. But when you have a partly cloudy day and that water visibility of 1.5 to 2.5 foot in that range, and it's not exactly that, but just around 1.5 to 2.5 feet, partly cloudy conditions, guys, a perch pattern lure will get you more bites than any other color. I don't care what time of year it is. It can be pre-spawn, post-spawn, summertime, fall time, doesn't really matter. That's one of those mysteries of bass fishing that I've really learned to understand as I've fished longer and I've gotten more experienced of an angler, is that I don't try to ever match my lures to what I think the fish are feeding on. I've tried that forever and it just doesn't work. But what I have sort of figured out, like a system that I've developed over the years, is when you have a set of conditions, like an exact set of water clarity conditions combined with the different type of cloud cover conditions, that is when certain colors work better than anything else. Here's the ideal scenario for me to use a perch pattern lure. I like them around some type of rock, or I like them around some type of grass. I have not found that a perch pattern lure really works that good when you're trying to fish around wood, because I think a lot of times maybe the perch spawn around, or they live in rocks a little bit more, and over grass beds, maybe there's just more perch are more abundant. I'm not sure what the deal is. But those two type of structures, rock or grass, 1.5 to 2.5 foot of visibility, partly cloudy day, normally with some type of a light wind, like a 5 to 10 mile an hour wind, ideal scenarios. The The number one structure that I've ever caught fish on perch pattern lures is when I got that set of conditions lined up and I try to find some type of a steeper rocky channel bank or riprap bank. That is perfect scenario for fishing a perch pattern. For whatever reason, that's just the deal that it works. And another thing that I have found out is I haven't really done that good on a perch pattern jerkbait. I've tried them before. I know bass feed on yellow perch up north and that type of thing, but I haven't had that much success on them. The two lures I've had the best success on are a square bill crankbait like the Megabass S crank or the Vatalion. You know, I call it a combo crankbait swim bait. Look at the thing. The thing's freaking awesome looking, isn't it? Guys, this will get you a big bite, I can assure you too. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to run that past you. Perch pattern lures, all about water clarity, as with any other lure out there. So I hope it helps you guys catch a few, and we'll talk later.